It is March 1st, and the beginning of the March vlog. Gee, this year is really flying past. It's already March. It feels like it was just yesterday when I just started this series and, launched it and started doing monthly vlogs, but here I am. It is March, and let's go on to the vlog. We are in downtown Rochester. We're about to take some photos, and I'm going to shoot a time lapse for the vlog. So, I've been sick for the past day or so, and tomorrow I plan on getting back into the grind of things, but for now I should probably get back to writing my Star Wars review, because that's kind of my priority right now. That's my, that's what I want to do at the moment, because I've been a bit behind on that, so I need to, get back into the hustle and get back into the grind tomorrow, but I'll probably put my focus on that one video. I'll probably try to work on some more videos, but for now, that at least getting finished the writing, that should be my main focus. And then after all this is done, I will I gotta review Mission Impossible 2. I almost forgot. I'll get to all these. I just need to have a bit of focus. Gotta make my priorities. Note to self, if I'm ever feeling down or I'm just not feeling inspired, just take myself to Best Buy. Find myself this totally awesome DeLorean model cast. I'd love to actually have this, but probably don't have money for it, but this thing is so cool. Love Back to the Future. It's like one of my all-time favorite movies. I know this is Back to the Future 2, but Back to the Future 2 is still a great movie. It's only Back to the Future 3. That's the only one that I think is lackluster. It's just, man, Best Buy just gets me really pumped. It's just all this tech surrounding, all this cool stuff. Hey, you're on the vlog.
Hey,
yeah. All this. He recently just crossed 100 subscribers. He is now a member of the 100 Club.
That's right.
Yeah. So all these TVs, all these computers, all of it just gets me so inspired. Well, I can't afford any of it. But wouldn't it be cool if I could? So, the new Batmobile has been released, or pictures of it. We get a clearer view of the Batsuit, and it looks better than it does in the set photos, but let's get on to the Batmobile. It honestly just looks like a sports car that's made to look like the Batmobile. I still dig it, but I prefer the Batmobile and, like, the Tim Burton Batman movies. I'm not saying that it needs to be a tank, but my ideal Batmobile doesn't just look like any old car. And coronavirus. And I hope that this doesn't happen to a bunch of movies. I just hope that the coronavirus doesn't cause, like, a wide shutout of movies. And okay, this man has a death wish. So I've watched Nick Woollenda do, like, the Niagara Falls and the Grand Canyon one, and man, these are just so, like, so suspenseful. It leaves you, these really leave you on the edge of your seat. I know that's the whole point of them, but jeez, man. Every time I watch these, I'm always just like gripping the edge of my seat, like hoping that he doesn't fall, but wow, man. Honestly, the last few days have been completely uninteresting, so that was the reason why I didn't vlog. So, today I'm doing something kind of interesting, shooting photos downtown again. In all the time I've lived in Rochester, New York, I've never been to the original Nick Tahoe's. Here at Pop Rocks. Pop Rock? Yeah. It's a mix between like a cereal bar and a cool little comic book store. It's not a very big selection, but it's still really good. If I can get a bigger scope of this place. You could also take some fantastic pictures in here. In fact, my profile pic to all of my social medias is actually in, if I can switch camera angles, in that chair right there. That is where my profile pic is taken. They also got this really dope Marvel Superheroes arcade cabinet and the Neo Geo machine. This is more related to the theme that they got going here, but it's cool that they got the Neo Geo going for themselves. I want this really bad. I don't think these are for sale, but they are the vintage Kenner Star Wars figures. They're the giant ones. I'm not much of an expert on the Kenner line of Star Wars. So, I'm uploading all my photos onto my computer and then posting them on my Instagram. Photography is a recent discovery of mine, so now I've started really getting into it. I mean, photography, that's a part of videography. It's kind of a part of my plan for doing filmmaking professionally, but yeah, whew. These things are, according... I swear, this store is like a museum for rock and roll. I mean, it might just beat out the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. This place has more history. It has so much rock and roll history. So many bands have visited this place here. Even Slayer. This place is just filled to the brim with just rich rock and roll history. If you're in the Rochester, New York area, again, please do yourself a huge favor and visit the House of Guitars. There's just so much stuff, so many records. Even though this place is kind of in disarray, even though the record store is in disarray, just for any record collector, this place is incredible. And also, they got an incredible guitar selection. I mean, this place is called the House of Guitars. Of course, they're going to have guitars. And they also have bass. No. Honestly, every single thing hanging on those walls tells a story. Again, if you live in the Rochester area, please do yourself a favor, visit the House of Guitars. You will not regret it. So today is March 8th. It's a Sunday. So I'm probably going to get a bunch of work done around the house. Work on my video for the first time in a while because I've been super behind on it. Sorry. And I plan on seeing the Sonic movie, so today's gonna be a pretty busy day. And guess what? It's in the 50s and it's sunny outside. Winter is finally over. Hopefully. It's Rochester, New York. You never know. The thing is once spring hits around, my mood just spikes up exponentially. Well, in the winters, I get really bummed out, so I probably have seasonal affection disorder, but I'm no doctor, so I'm not just gonna diagnose myself of something. I'm in the mall right now. I think we need time to appreciate the amazing glass windows above me. The natural sunlight shining in. It's just really, man. I mean, I've been in this mall I've went to this mall like my whole life, and just now I'm starting to appreciate the glass windows. I guess I'm just never here all that much on a sunny day. So I'm gonna see the new Sonic movie today. Finally, it's been out for a few weeks, and I know I'm really late to seeing it, but it wasn't really on my radar, honestly. Well, I guess it was on my radar, but I didn't think it was going to be all that good because of the awful character design initially, but now, I don't know. My expectations are kind of, they're not too high, not too low. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look very good either. I mean, I'm just bored on a Sunday, so I guess my expectation is it for me just to entertain me on a Sunday. That's all I really want it to do. I just got out of watching Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was fun. It was fine. Nothing more, nothing less. Honestly, it was a fun little Taco Bell movie. If you just want to turn your brain off for like a good hour and a half, I'd give it a watch. Honestly, Taco Bell movies are movies that really have no reason to exist, but they do exist. Are honestly movies that are essential for, just going home, turning your brain off after a long day of work, and watching a movie like Sonic the Hedgehog. So I'm happy that movies like this exist. But I could see the complaint saying that I could see the complaint that Hollywood is just chock filled with Taco Bell movies, and there aren't really movies like, and I guess I could say that there aren't really much movies like Joker, 1917, Uncut Gems. Those movies are more of a dime a dozen when you just get a bunch of Sonic the Hedgehogs. I could see that. One thing I would highly recommend, if for example, Marvel movies are the only movies you ever watch on a daily basis, maybe turn on a movie like The Godfather, Uncut Gems, or a Stanley Kubrick movie. You know, it could open your movie tastes, open your movie palette much more. Man, I really gotta get used to vlogging in public. Man, I really gotta get used to vlogging in public because I'm especially much more awkward on camera in public places because everywhere I look, I feel like there's someone giving me an odd look for obvious reasons. But you know, it's just something I gotta get used to. Maybe I should vlog in public less because I'm always, you know, oh man, this is so awkward. I hate vlogging in public, but it's a necessary evil. It's how do vloggers like Casey Neistat do this? Just skateboard around New York City, talking to yourself to a camera. How do they do it? So I was talking about earlier widening my movie palette. I'm gonna purchase this book, watch hopefully all 1001 movies in this book. I'm finally purchasing it. I talked about it later. I talked about it in the February vlog. Later, well, at the end of the February vlog, I was talking about purchasing this book. Now, I'm actually going to purchase this book. So I guess this is this was kind of the reason why I was talking about widening your movie tastes, because I am doing that myself. So, today I had the day off of school, and right now me and Anthony are in the conference room in the library. We are having our first meeting for Night Wolves Productions. We'll be discussing the future of our production studio, and we will also be discussing our next movie, which is Fist Fight, on the next Friday. So, hope you all look forward for that. And we have a bunch of other things that we'll be churning out through this production studio. I'm in a cool little cat cafe with our little friend. I don't know his name. This one, it's got a cool little pattern on his back, but they just added a cat cafe here in Rochester.
Life finds a way.
So I just got out of the cat cafe. I'm here at Eastview Mall, the better mall in Rochester. And being at the cat cafe, I remembered I am more of a dog person than a cat person. Chilling in the Lovesack store, got this really nice, like, super fancy beanbag chair that's just, oh my god, this is more comfortable than my bed at home.
The gray one is our second.
All the game crazes near me closed, so just drive 45 minutes and here I am in a game craze that is actually still open. So refreshing. That was like my favorite store in the mall, and I just got so bummed out when they closed. You can also get vintage Tomb Raider trading cards. The store is just a nerd's paradise. So many memories. So many memories.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special report.
So now E3 is actually getting canceled because of the coronavirus. Man, everything is just getting canceled, everything's getting delayed. I'm actually now genuinely worried about this coronavirus.
Okay.
Man, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Just found out Tom Hanks now has the coronavirus. Oh my gosh. Great. Just great. This is not at all a political channel, but I think I do need to address. In the last 30 minutes, all travel to Europe has been suspended, Tom Hanks has been diagnosed with the coronavirus, and the NBA season has been postponed, or whatever that situation is. Oof, I just feel glued to the TV right now. Like, I don't know what to do, man. Things have now gotten bad to worse. A bunch of movie cancellations have happened. Everything around me is closing. My school is probably gonna close. I mean, it's inevitable. All the colleges around me are closing, so my school is probably next. And, well, practically I'll be confined to my own house, which is a very, very depressing reality. And right now, we are watching history in the making. We haven't had a global pandemic since, well, 1918, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but ever since the Spanish flu, we haven't had something like this. So, oh my god, I just want to be able to... I hope that this doesn't affect me being able to make videos. It probably won't, but I might even be more productive, because if we knock school out of the equation, then I'd be able to pump out more content, because, well, no, school. Well, they're now trying to do the online learning thing, which I don't want to get too much into detail with. I don't even know much about it. But right now, this isn't a news channel, but like New Mutants has been delayed for like the 4th time. Jeez, the world really does not want that movie to be released. Mulan has been delayed. Fast and Furious 9 has been delayed. A Quiet Place 2 has been delayed. There's probably a bunch more that I forgot, but summer movie season looks like it's gonna be rough.
This is a renegotiation. We want more from them, so let's give them more. Let's show them.
The perfect movie to watch during the coronavirus outbreak.
Like the big one too.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I do not think that there is a shortage in Corona beer. I swear, this video just turned into me trying to survive the Corona apocalypse. I swear to God, this is exactly like Zombieland. No Twinkies, but only snowballs. I know tons of YouTube channels, like Chris Stuckman's channel has already covered this, but today massive movie news has just dropped. Tons of movies, tons of Universal films at that, are now going straight to VOD. Movies that are in theaters, or some movies that are like brand new, haven't even been released yet, and they're already going to VOD. They're already going to streaming services. And man, I mean, this is kind of a good thing for on a business standpoint, but I understand why they're doing this, but I'm worried that this could potentially kill the movie theater. I know movie theaters are kind of a dying format. Well, Avengers Endgame last year made billions in the box office. So it's very clear movie theaters are still a thing that people go to, but eventually if more movies just go to streaming services, people are just not going to see the point to go to movie theaters, and then movie theaters will shut down. I mean, every cinephile on planet Earth has said this. There is something very satisfying, something almost religious, of going to a movie theater, sitting down, eating popcorn, and watching it on a huge on a huge screen. Nothing is more satisfying than that. There is no movie-going experience that could top that. And also, in more news, Idris Elba has it too. I feel like I've been talking about the news too much. I mean, this isn't a news video. I'm just documenting my day-to-day life. But really now, I haven't been doing all that much. But I guess reporting the news is the only thing I can do, even though you probably already know. And everything would probably be already passed because this video would be up. Let's hope that this coronavirus thing would already have been blown over by the time this video is out, but you never know.
Oh.
Has anyone ever seen the movie Zombieland? I did in fact review it on my channel, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So, you know Columbus's rules, survival for Zombieland. Well, I kind of have my own rules. You know, the obvious, like, wash your hands, don't touch things, always have hand sanitizer on you, social distancing, you know that. But the number one rule to surviving the coronapocalypse, if you will, is every night you should always have a... In times of crisis, it's always essential to have a movie night. So I realized I need to review Mission Impossible 2, so that is what I'm watching right now. You probably knew it was Mission Impossible 2 because of the cliffs, but that's what I'm currently watching right now. This is how I'm spending much of quarantine, replaying the Uncharted series. I'm gonna get a few shots of this. Mission Impossible Fallout ripped off Uncharted. Oh, here we go. Instead of sitting around playing video games and watching YouTube videos, I should probably work on my Star Wars video. So I'm gonna do that right now. So, unfortunately, my favorite coffee shop, New Roots, is closed because of this coronapocalypse. So, we will, as much as this is against my greater morals, we're gonna need to go to Starbucks.
Besides, I wasn't sure who to trust.
This coronavirus pandemic has been tough for all of us, but for me personally, I've been getting into things that I've never had time to get into, and one of those things is PC gaming. And no, this isn't like Fortnite or Call of Duty. I mean, I've been playing this for hours, like true gaming at its best. This is true gaming. So I was shooting my Star Wars video. Hopefully I can get that damn video done with by the end of this week. And yet another inconvenience has happened. My memory card is full. Now I gotta transfer all my files from my camera to my computer. I mean, this thing has 32 gigs on it. I don't know why my camera is mirroring it, but this thing has 32 gigs on it. So I thought it could hold up a lot more storage than I initially thought. I didn't know a few hundred photos and maybe like a half hour of video footage would fill it up, but apparently it did. I gotta come out clean here. This whole coronavirus pandemic has gotten me actually kind of in a depressive rut because I haven't been able to upload my Star Wars video in the time period that I would have liked to, and I've been a bit behind on uploads, and I've just been sitting around all day, not really doing anything that's interesting or productive. So I don't know if I could promise you that tomorrow will be different, but I'll try my best to hopefully get everything back on schedule once again. So I haven't really touched this room up in forever, so today I decided to tear up some of this rug, and now hopefully I will be able to get this room fully cleaned up, get everything cleared from it, because, well, now I realize that we might be able to finish this man cave up sooner than I initially thought. But, honestly, that's all I've been doing with my life for the last day or so. I know today's the last day of March, meaning the last document in this vlog, and I'm rather puzzled what I'm gonna do for the month of April. I don't know what to put on this vlog that isn't boring. So I guess these videos will now be significantly shorter, probably, because I'm not going to be doing as many interesting things, and I might just only document what movies I'm watching, and then, give you my very quick opinion on them, and almost, I really do not know what the month of April is going to bring, but, I'll switch camera angle. I honestly don't know what the month of April is going to bring, so this room here, I've torn up, again, I've said I've torn up a lot of this rug, but now I realized I'm probably going to spend a lot of my time doing this, try to recollect myself, try to be a little bit productive, and then eventually I'll try to squeeze in finally finishing the Star Wars video, and then slowly over time get back into the grind of things if that's humanly possible, but I might just do a time lapse.